Yo, 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 yo. Moses, Moses. Let's get ready to start, man. Moses, hottest one have been chosen. Southside frozen, everybody know this. Fly like a locust, riding in the lotus, coasting, sipping on the potion, moving in the motion. It's similar to the ocean. You disagree, you want to stick for the roasting. Streets of the show, so you know that I'm hosting. Players as bitches, so of course I'm coaching. I'm just spitting and none of it's written. Doodle on my boot, ill shit and kicking. Ooh, y'all can hear me good? All right. What is going on, man? Let's flip it. Get to the show, man. Hopefully, I ain't get everything lined up, so you gotta excuse me. You know how we do. We jumping into the episode, kind of. You know what I mean? That's how it is. We just get right to it, man. I ain't got time for all the fixing. You know what, man? I might be able to fix the light a little bit. Light a little too bright. Ah, there we go. Hold on, hold on. We ain't done yet. I'm a little too low. I look like a little midget man. Hold up. Ah, there we go. What's going on? We good? We good? What's going on, y'all? Hold on. Let me fix the camera, man. Hold on. Just a little bit. Get me right, man. What's going on? Dab me up, Harry Knuckles and all. What's going on, everybody? 9/28, 2025. You could be anywhere else in the world. You here with your boy. Dab me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Let me go ahead and get to the chat. We got one hell of a show today. A lot of stuff to get through. Do we have good sound? Does everything sound okay? Are we all good? You know? To me right now, everything sounds good, but I want to make sure everything's good for all of you. Okay, and you guys know it's been a little bit before the show, so I do think it's only right that I speak and let everybody know. It's doing a lot, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. I couldn't really do the shows. You know what I mean? So we got to have one hell of a show today, and we got to catch up for everything we missed. And we got to put up some more streams. So, without further ado, y'all, we getting right into the damn show. Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast. Let's get started. Now, I don't know how the pictures are. It's all messed up. Let me get this right. Okay. Let me fix it for y'all. I already know. I told you. We jumped straight into the stream. Okay. Look a little better. I might have some, hiccups during the stream. Okay. But don't get mad. We're going to work through it together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get to the chat first. I always like to shout out the chat. Big shout out. I see DJ C Money. What's going on, man? Big Money in the house. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Camille, what's going on? Big salute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I don't know why I said big salute and did that. That was kind of wild. You know what I mean? But I felt like that was necessary for you. How you doing? I don't know. Camille, what's going on? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all, man. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. For those who know, this is Gaming Going Wild, and I'll explain for those who do not know. This is where we cover crimes around gaming weekly, okay? And we missed about a week or two, but we will be covering some very intense and intriguing stories around gaming and crimes. This is always wonderful during the clips. For those who do not know, check out the clips after we post these. If you're in the comments, if you're saying anything, I will go ahead and pull you up. You know what I'm saying? Big salute. My man, big salute to you. I'll pull you up. You'll be in the clip. Okay, I like to go ahead and get everybody involved. So you will be in the clip. Big shout out to the ladies. All right, that's enough. We can't do too much for the ladies. All right. We got a lot of dudes in here. All right, we gave it up. Ladies in the house. Ladies in the house. Chelsea Way, shout out to you. So, without further ado, let's get straight into Gaming Gone Wild. So, a Missouri man pulled one of the most disturbing and bizarre moves we've ever seen. I ain't gonna say ever. We've seen a lot. But this one is disturbing and one of the most disturbing I've seen in a while. So authorities say 43-year-old James E. Paulette walked into a middle school, posed as a family member, and convinced the staff that there was a death in the student's family. When police caught up with him, his excuse, he said he just wanted to take the girl home to play video games. This is no joke, okay? So let's go ahead and discuss the details. So this all went down at Cross Keys Middle School in Florissant, Missouri. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, okay? Paulette allegedly signed a 13-year-old girl out of school by lying to the staff. The school, believing his story, let him walk out the door with the child. We're going to get back to the school in a moment. Now, her parents grew concerned while they couldn't find her, immediately contacting police. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage, identified his car, and tracked him down directly to his home in Jennings. Inside, they found the student safe, and Paulette admitted he wasn't related at all to the student, but said he simply took her home to play video games. Now, this all started around September 23rd in the morning when Paulette actually went into Cross Keys Middle School, posed as a relative, and convinced them, hey, it's a deaf in the family, she need to go. They went with it. Now, it was around 11:10 a.m. where the parents couldn't locate their daughter, so they're already wondering what the hell is going on. Then, shortly in the afternoon, police identified Paulette and locate his residence. Around 1:30 is when the officers find Paulette and the victim at his home. So not shortly after, this all happened within the same day. Now, Paulette currently sits in St. Louis County Jail on a $500,000 cash-only bond. Now, the Ferguson Florissant School District sent out letters to parents vowing to investigate how this happened and promising stronger security moving forward. Police reminded families to keep school emergency contact information updated and stressed that this incident exposed a dangerous loophole. Now, I don't believe there was any loophole there. You should have emergency contact information. Those should be the only individuals that can release the child. The school should be able to contact authorities or anything else if someone else is coming up there stating that this child needs to leave. I don't even understand how this happened on any fronts. Excuse me. The fact that the police said that the parents need to keep their contact information updated is crazy. I got a couple questions. Did they contact the parents first? Good question. So, regardless, Shane, what's going on? This is a convicted felon. This guy also was out on supervised release. Okay, there was a crime he did, and I'm not sure, it was back a while ago, may have been in like 2019, 2018, something like that. But there was a crime that happened then. So this guy is actually out on supervised release, and what do you know? He actually takes it. A 13-year-old is crazy. Even, okay, he didn't harm her. He didn't do anything, but that's wild, bro. It's nothing I can say to cover that. So James E. Paulette, yeah. Disgusting, man. Disgusting work. That's all I got to say on that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Woo! So, this one is about a sleepover. Now, usually sleepovers, you kicking it with the homies. You know what I mean? You in high school, y'all getting snacks, playing video games and everything, but it usually doesn't end in a tragedy like this one did. In Charlotte, North Carolina, a fun night among friends turned into the unthinkable night when 20-year-old, not sure to pronounce this, I think it's Yosu Ramos, brought not one, but two guns to a sleepover with teenagers. Among them was 16-year-old Jeremiah Gonzalez, who was simply lying in the bed playing games with the friends. According to witnesses, Ramos had a disturbing habit pointing what he claimed to be unloaded guns at a lot of their heads and pulling the trigger. So we go around like, hey, bam, oh, I took you out, bam, playing. I'm going to tell everybody right now, where I come from, we don't play. Even if you play, you mess around and get hit dead in the face for playing where I'm from, all right? So, nonetheless, one of those guns, of course, wasn't unloaded. He shot Jeremiah in the head and arm, then fled in a red SUV, leaving behind a lot of heartbreak. Now, doctors told the family Jeremiah wouldn't survive, but days later, on September 25th, he passed away. His family started a GoFundMe describing him as a bright, kind, and loving individual, had a whole future ahead of him. And neighbors say this kind of violence typically doesn't happen in their area, and they're blaming Ramos completely for this one. So at the scene, when cops arrived, they instantly found Jeremiah, and they knew it was life-threatening gunshot wounds the moment they seen him. It's unfortunate, I want to say condolences to the family of Jeremiah. I don't like telling these stories. These are heartbreakers right here. Because Jeremiah, being so young, you're right, he does have a whole entire life ahead of him for some kid playing around with the gun. Nonetheless, they arrest Ramos. They charged him initially with assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm by a felon. But soon, as Jeremiah passed away, the charges were upgraded to first degree unaliving. I don't even like saying that, but we trying to keep it a little bit, okay? So, it's nothing further to say. I want to say everybody's been 16 if you were past 16, right? And you just know how it was living that year. To just lose your life playing a video game. It's crazy. So, Ramos, you an asshole, man. Nonetheless, condolences to Gonzalez family. Ramos might not meant it, but still playing around like that, man. You don't play around like that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. You know what I mean? Now, I got mic sounds low. My mic low? Anybody? I'll turn the mic up. There we go. I got the mic up some more. I thought it was pretty loud. All right, let me know. I turned it up some more. Okay? So, this one right here is something that was talked about a while ago. A lot of people don't even remember it. I don't even hear people discussing it anymore. But there was actually a conviction laid down on it. We're going to discuss. So, excuse me. One thing when video games cause arguments at home, but it's a difference when it causes arguments over a video game. Zayn Ali was only 14 years old, and this happened back in 2022. He lived in Lahore, where he spent most of his time locked in his room, glued to PUBG Battlegrounds. Now, I'm not sure if that Lahore is that how you pronounce it. It just sounds like whore. I don't like saying that, right? Especially when I'm going. But he lived in Lahore. All right? His family, especially his mother, often scolded him for wasting such time on the game. And during the day of the unalivings, reports say he missed a single target in the game, got scolded, and snapped. Grabbing his mother's licensed pistol, he then shot and took out his mother, Nahid, his brother, Tamur, and his two sisters, Manor and Janat. Now, the ages of the two sisters, 15 and 10. Just to give you an idea of how this guy snapped at 14. So, in court, the judge said this crime was influenced by addiction where a game became more powerful than family bonds. A psychologist later noted that mental health issues may have played a role as well. So, I'm going to be honest, it could be mental health. I do find that recently we are linking a lot of these, shootings, I'm going to say it, to people playing video games. But I think it's not that. I just think it's a much larger audience playing video games today. Like if you probably took a poll of everyone playing video games today, it'd probably be like over 80% of people playing video games, bro. Like, let's be honest. Everybody plays some sort of video game. So when you see, PUBG though, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. But nonetheless, the big thing about this one is this guy was actually sentenced to 100 years in prison after taking out his family. Yes, I am not, no, that is no joke. 25 years for each individual that was unalived in his family. Now, it was because of his young age why they even gave him a break there. He could have went straight to the death penalty. So you better be lucky that you're at least going to spend your life alive, because the rest of your family did not get that. So condolences to everybody in that family. It's a shame. Nonetheless, that, my friends, is Moses Crime Weekly. Now, I think we did good. We laid that out there. It was very nice. Now, those were some very disturbing cases, man. I'm not going to lie to you. If anybody ever picked up my daughter from school and had the nerve to the school signed her out to some random stranger. Oh, nah, bro. We boxing. I'm boxing somebody at the school. No lie. Somebody getting hands put on them. Okay? Like, no way. No way, Jose. That's why everybody get your devices, tap into your kids, keep them GPS locators 24/7. You know what I mean? Get cameras all around, everything. I don't care what you got to do. It's your child, your property. All right? That's how we do it around here. Hey. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And hopefully this works good. Nope, I knew it wasn't going to work good. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and move back. It never does. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to get this right here. Bam. And hold on. Let me get this right. Boom. Okay. See, I did it all manually too. Usually I got a Stream Deck right here that does all that. Stream Deck acting up. I ain't got time for it. All manual, baby. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to it. This one, I want the same type of energy. I want the same type of energy. You know what I mean? Everybody. Nintendo always coming after everybody over everything. I need that same energy. Cheers. We're going to go ahead and drink to this one. Woo. Wow. I don't know why I did that. Oh. So nonetheless, this is very crazy because a lot of people have not seen it. I would play the video, but of course, it will get taken down because this video uses not only the Pokemon theme song, but all the video and everything else from Pokemon. Yes, the Department of Homeland Security posted a meme-style video using Pokemon's theme. This is no joke. They had Ash Ketchum for the visuals. He was like the background. They were showing him for the B-roll, like boom, boom, boom. You know when they do a side roll? This is no lie. So let's go ahead and get to it. So, woo, that drink. That was strong, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So, here's what happened. It's a little montage that popped up on X and TikTok. It had Pokemon font, theme, song, energy, everything. But fake Pokemon style trading cards, you know, showing mugshots. It twisted it a little bit, but nonetheless, it branded the worst of the worst. And it wanted to kind of capture catching criminals, gotta catch them all, and showing them, you know, showing ICE particularly, catching a lot of different criminals. And right now, the political climate, especially you guys seen what happened in a recent shooting for ICE, it's been a lot going on. But nonetheless, the thing about this is we want to see what Nintendo going to do. Nintendo, what you going to do? Because everybody else do something, it's instant. So, we do got something. So, the Pokemon Company released a clean corporate line. They weren't involved. They didn't grant permission, and the IP use is not authorized. Meanwhile, DHS doesn't blink. When pressed for comment, they lean into the reference with a remix of the lyric, "To arrest them is our real test. To deport them is our cause." That's what they put. I'm not even making this shit up. Like, that's what they literally put. Okay, just so y'all know, I'm not making this shit up. But clip goes live, racks up all these tons of views, and people are wondering, when is the lawsuit coming? What's gonna happen? It seems like to me, Pokemon kind of distanced themselves while DHS doubled down on everything. And I don't know why we don't see any, like a lawsuit right now. Why don't we see a cease and desist right now? This is crazy to me. Now, I don't know. Maybe I don't mean, and this ain't to come at Nintendo or anybody else, but I'm looking right here. Yo, you cannot tell me you got YouTubers who can play music from a video game that they actually own in the background. They could be playing the game and get flagged. But you can take actual Pokemon shit and be part of the Department of Homeland Security and make a video and make a meme out of it. And you can double down on the shit. And then they come out and Pokemon Company says we don't have nothing to do with it. The company said we ain't got nothing to do with it. No lawsuits happened yet. You can't make this shit up. I'm sorry. If y'all don't believe in big money, you better believe in big money now. This is some big money shit. This is some Congress. I helped you. I lobbied your ass into your seat type shit. Like, this is different. This is different. Yo, I'm not. Okay. But nonetheless, I could go on and on with this. I'm just going to say this. For DHS, right now, I know what you're doing. And it's funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's a funny video. I'm a guy that can understand comedy. I watched the video. It's actually hilarious. I wish I could play it for y'all. For those, go check it out after this. Okay, after this. But it's a video that you will see. Gotta catch them all. Department of Homeland Security using Pokemon like it ain't shit. They use Pokemon shit. Hey, I won't be surprised if Geodudes show up in the next one. Like, they can do anything. They don't give a fuck. This shit is crazy. All right? We're not going to go too much into it, but what I find interesting and why this should have been cease and desist immediately. I thought the Pokemon brand was for kids. Isn't the Pokemon brand for kids? Isn't it supposed to be cute, friendly, a little rough and dark when they're fighting, but all in a nice, cute, heartwarming experience? How do you mix Pokemon with actual criminals being caught by the Department of Homeland Security, a real government agency in real life? So now they took your IP and compared it to real criminals in real life, and I don't see a lawsuit yet. I'm sorry. I better see that shit coming soon. I better see that shit coming soon. You got smoke for everybody else. Why don't you have that same smoke for the Department of Homeland Security? Okay, Pokemon Company has come out and said, we ain't got no, where's it at? So once you say, you ain't got no reason to be using my shit, you should be cease and desist. That comment should have got posted right when that shit hit the door when they got to cease and desist. Like, I don't understand this shit. My bad. I went off a little bit. I went off. It just pissed me off. Because this shit's supposed to be about kids, man. No, take this glass off. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. Hell no. This shit's supposed to be about kids. You know what I mean? That's Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch them. That's what it's supposed to be about. Not fucking people getting handcuffed who committed real serious crimes. Now, it's funny, Department of Homeland Security, you picked the people that was really committing crimes, because you also done that shit to innocent people. But I ain't the one. I don't give a shit about political shit. Okay? But that's the truth. You picked only the ones with crimes, and I guarantee you didn't show nobody that was innocent, because they would have tore you a new one in the comments on TikTok or X. But y'all getting smart with the political warfare. You got a nice team. Bravo. They got a nice team working. Okay, because these guys is great. This is how you do PR. Nowadays in 2025, they got it down. Department of Homeland Security, I don't know who y'all hired. Bravo, I'm going to give it up for you. This is how you do it. You got all eyes on you. Retweets everywhere. People talking about it, including me. Department of Homeland Security, that shit was genius. That was a genius plan by you. And I hope your ass get a cease and desist. Hey, that's me. I just want you to get a cease and desist. Only reason I want you to get a cease and desist, because there ain't no reason you should be doing that. Right? If anybody else do that, that's it. I like that shit fair across the board. All right? My bad. I went off a little bit. I wasn't supposed to go on for that long for this. All right, let's go ahead and move on, because this is nothing further. You guys know what it is. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Anybody can tell me right now in the chat. John 5, what's going on? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all, John 5. Good to see you. Anybody know the cease and desist hit the door yet? Anybody? The Homeland Security, do you got anybody in the house right now? Can y'all tell me if y'all got a cease and desist yet from using Pokemon? Like, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Like, how do you get to use that shit? My bad. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So sorry. So sorry. Like I tell you, now this one here, this is for the fellas, y'all. Let's take a drink. I want this one right here. We're going to really discuss this. We need to get in depth with this, because I need my fellas. I need y'all opinions, y'all. Now look, all the time we get ladies who talk about topics like this, and ladies got a lot of energy for it. So I need to see that same energy from the fellas. Okay? I need to see that same energy. Let's go ahead and discuss. Cheers to my boy. So, we going to step into a messy corner, man. I'm not even going to lie. We just going to get dirty with it, okay? This is over a digital empire. Now, during a recent stream with Kai Cenat, Sniper Wolf, who is also known as, and I hopefully pronounce this correctly, Aaliyah Shalish, said her ex-husband, Evan Sausage Young, Okay, I'm gonna just call you Evan. I don't like the sausage shit. You gotta pause with that. That's mad wild. But Evan is suing for basically everything she says, her channels, her social accounts, and even her future earnings. Now, that was her claim on camera. So the internet, of course, ran with it. All right? That's her claim on camera that he's coming and suing for everything. Now, there are currently two Arizona cases that we can point to a family court divorce case and a separate business lawsuit brought by Evan and their company called Channel Red against Shalish. Okay? Pay attention. So, we know these exist because there is a federal trademark board, the actual USPTO, okay, just so y'all know. It put all its cards on the table. We're suspending the trademark fight over SS Sniper Wolf until Arizona finishes those cases. So once we know about that, it's out there. So I could get into the nitty gritty of the details. I got a lot of it here. Okay, I got some nasty dark work. I got cheating allegations. Okay, this get dirty. Okay, cheating allegations. I got allegations that he was her, like he did everything. He pretty much was her work. I got allegations that he didn't do shit. Like I got a lot here, but I want to go into this debate. I want to step into a new area. Guys, a lot of times it's the guy who is the bank in the situation who makes a lot of the money. In this case, SS Sniper Wolf is the brand. She is making a lot of the money. One thing we do know is that they were married. We also know that they shared in financial journeys together. So we do know there is some entitlement for this man. How much? I don't know. But in this case, he wants everything. Some people say he's greedy. You got guys out there saying, go get all that shit. Because if it was the other way around, they'd be, go on, girl, get him for half. You was there supporting him emotionally. I don't care about all that. I don't. But what I would like to do, and I'm going to see if I could find that clip right now from Sniper Wolf. Okay? Because I want to play the clip for context. I think that's only right. Okay? I think that's only right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on screen here. Then we're going to share the screen. We're going to play audio and see if everyone can hear it. See how everyone else feels. All right? Bingo. Bango. And let me close some of these other windows out, guys, just to save some bandwidth here. I don't want to slow down. All right? So everyone should be seeing the screen now. We'll go ahead and make it big. Let's take a look. Hopefully we can hear.
Wait, what happened to you, Mr. Sausage?
That's
Well,
like,
I know what happened.
I know, but that's what. God.
So he's suing you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he wants all my money.
So he owns half that.
He has taken half of everything I own. And he still wants half of everything in the future, like all the future earnings and everything. And he wants all my social media accounts. And he wants my new channel I just made.
And how long has it been going on for?
3 years.
And when do you think it's gonna be over?
Hopefully next year.
Damn. Wait.
This is like a long time. It's like, it's because we got like legally married because my parents like
Oh.
basically like forced us to get married. So it's like we had to like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. You can see him on the left, the story she just said. Now, we can go ahead and put that in context. She said that this has been going on for 3 years. She hasn't spoken about it much, I take it. That's the way it sounds. By her statements, he's already got half of everything. He's trying to take everything. Okay? Let's put it back on big screen. I'm going to be honest. I see some spite in this. I do see some spite. If I got to be honest, man, even me being a dude, as much as I want to root for him, man, as much as I want to say, go on, get your money, boy. Take half of that. Take all of that. He could have been the brains behind the operation and all that. But I do believe it's just a certain way you got to move to keep the swagger. All right? And I don't think that I ain't swagger jacking that, man. You know what I mean? if you could get if you already got half, that's supposedly what it said. I don't know what's really going on, but if you already got half, that's cool. But to take her for everything, you know, I want more than that. She doesn't deserve this. Let it be, man. You got money, you could go ahead and move on. But I would like to ask my fellas, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this man deserves more than half? Do you think he doesn't deserve half? Do you think he should move on? Do you think he need all that shit? Like, I really want to know, how do you feel? For me personally, I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what he deserves. Because I think when you go into business ventures, even as a married couple, things like that, you should be able to figure out once you split up and be good. If you can't figure it out, it shows a lot of what could have been the issue in a relationship. I'm just saying. That's just me. So, nonetheless, I hope the best for both of them. I ain't got nothing against Evan. I ain't got nothing against Sniper Wolf. But god damn. Okay, like, shit, everything? To take her for everything? Nasty work. But Sniper Wolf, you're good. You're gonna make more than enough money. You know, you're good. You already got your name out there. Your brand is big. You're doing a lot of things. I don't think you're going to be hurting in the end. It hurts you for a bit, but in the end, you'll be good. Evan will be good, and hopefully, y'all can end this shit and just move on. I hate even talking about married couple shit because it's like some chatty patty type shit. But nonetheless, I just want to ask y'all, because it always comes up the other way with ladies. Get him for half, girl. Get all that money. Because he going to be good. He got money. Well, in this case, if Sniper Wolf is the brand, should he get all that money? Should he try to take her for money? Like, that same thing could be done, but I don't think you should do it. I think you step above that, man. If you've already agreed to have, like, if you have some agreement, then end it there. But I think this has probably gotten personal. A lot of times it does when relationships end. And it's gotten very personal for Evan. So, nonetheless, enough with the chatty patty shit. Let's move on to the next one. I ain't got enough time for this chatty patty shit. That ain't my shit. I don't be doing the avenue of chatty. Yeah. She didn't. But I just had to ask, fella, because that was kind of weird that this shit came up. And I ain't hearing nothing. Ain't nobody complaining like, you know, it's everything bad. Wow, he's doing her dirty. He's petty. He's showing, I don't even know if he petty. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. This man might be totally just in what he doing. It might have been something dirty. It might be some dirty secrets we don't know about. Might be skeletons in the closet for both of them. One of them, I don't know. None of them, shit. But regardless, I found it strange. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Let's see if I got this. Oh, I'm getting good with it now. Now I'm starting to mix it up, and I'm doing it all manually. I'm getting good with this shit. Y'all know what time it is. Oh, damn, that was fire. Yo, when I throw the papers like that, that's super fire. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. This is the part everybody seems to love in the clips. We got a lot of clips, and our clips are averaging about 1,000 views now, okay? Per clip. All right, we doing good. We doing good. We growing, and we got some over the tens of thousands or something, so we're growing. Let's continue the flow with these topics. So, as everybody know, dude, I got the fucking munchies. This topic right here, you always know we talking about new foods that is coming out. Stay tuned. If you a gamer, you definitely love food, man. I don't see gamers who don't love food. Like, that's just something that go hand in hand. If you're a gamer, you got a snack. That's why Call of Duty felt like I'm going to go for Doritos. I'm going to go for Mountain Dew. I'm going to go for the... Gaming and snacks go hand in hand like rapping and gaming, like sports and gaming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of it go hand in hand. Don't get it twisted. So we're going to talk about our next topic, which is a couple different foods. For dude, I got the fucking munchies. Now, let's go ahead and cut this one down. It's the last one. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so wow. Maybe I should have looked over this a little bit, okay? But our first one we're going to be talking about is sunscreen-flavored ice cream, and I did not make that shit up. You see it right there on the screen. This is by Carnival, okay? Carnival teamed up with Van Leeuwen. How do you pronounce that? Van Leeuwen? I'm going to just say Van Leeuwen. Okay, so Carnival teamed up with Van Leeuwen on a limited end of summer Scary's Pint, and it's very nostalgic on the beach day. Okay, from what I heard, this sunscreen flavored ice cream has no smell. Okay, and it's not actual sunscreen. Okay, so don't get it twisted. It's just coconut cream, cocoa butter, vanilla, sea salt, all the good things that you're gonna like. But early taste testers have said that this tastes delicious. So there have been taste testers out there that said this tastes very good. So sunscreen flavored ice cream, if anybody has tried this, please let me know how it tastes. I'm curious if it tastes good. Is it gonna scale? Will we start seeing it other places? This is some super stoner shit right here. Okay, stoners, I can see them all. Man, sunscreen lotion. You know what I mean? That's the best flavor. You like sunscreen lotion? What the hell? Oh, the sunscreen carnival. You haven't, you know. So nonetheless, sunscreen carnival French ice cream. Go ahead and check it out. Try it if you're out there in Carnival. Where is it located? They don't even say where it's at. But maybe if you're on a cruise, if you're on a Carnival cruise, you know you get it. All right, so if you're on a Carnival cruise, do me a favor. Let me know how the limited edition sunscreen ice cream tastes. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So, Chick-fil-A has a new spinoff. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is very intriguing, Chick-fil-A. It's called Daybright. And what Chick-fil-A decided to do is bring a drinks-only concept. I heard a lot of people doing this, but Chick-fil-A's jumping into the drink-only market. So you can think of it as specialty coffees, smoothies, and cold-pressed juices. It's going to be rolling out first around Atlanta via the company's Red Wagon Ventures arm. There's going to be no chicken sandwiches, no waffle fries, none of that shit. Just liquids as the main character. Now, McDonald's has shut down its Cos MCs. I remember McDonald's trying that venture. So I'm curious if Daybright, with specialty coffees, that's what's very interesting. We do have Starbucks out there. This is probably would be a direct competitor to Starbucks, I think. With specialty coffees, Starbucks more leans towards a traditional coffee. I'll be honest, and they do have a couple mixes, and they like to get spicy from here and there, okay? But to have all specialty coffees, you know, fruit juices, actual cold-pressed juices, apples, or very interesting. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. So, Daybright, shout out to you. Big kudos. Let's move on. I'm curious what you're going to do, though. So this one here makes me very upset. I don't live in China. I ain't gonna lie, I love the USA. I'm one of them. I love the USA, y'all. I love a burger, okay? I'm from the damn United States of hot damn America, okay? I love a burger. I love a burger, man. But in McDonald's China, they got a flex that we can't talk, man. All right, McDonald's China and Black Myth Wukong, I believe that's how you pronounce it, have a collab that's out of this world for a mid-autumn festival, and they dropped a black bun, which is a mooncake burger, and you can see the mooncake burger right there. Very interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, besides the black bun, looks good. If you change it to a regular bun, it looks delicious, but I don't know about the black bun. I don't know about that. But as you can see, they got some other things here. They got shrimp nuggets, as you can see, curly fries, themed McFlurries, and they also have limited merch pop-ups. They're going to have a robe, headbands, a lot of other things around Black Myth Wukong. And I think this is amazing. I think, you know, we always talk about collabs around video games and how we're getting overwhelmed, and even stores and things like that. I think more fast food places should do more collabs, and not the old celebrity collab, right? Oh, the Angel Reese combo. Oh, I fucking love it. No, like not the Angel Reese combo, okay? I mean video games, getting into characters directly, because then you can start theming different sandwiches, testing different things, and figuring out what your audience or customers in this case really like. And that egg in a burger, it almost looks like a 4 a.m. burger, I believe it's called, with the hash brown, egg, and a burger. But that might be, you know, I don't know. Might be sausage patties, the way that looks. I don't know. But they got something new, so we got to give it up for China McDonald's. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. Yo, how the hell do they just, it's not even the product. Who did the video? I got to talk to the director, man. This is not even a product. Oh, my goodness. So, Liquid Death now has announced they have certified smart water, and It's actually going to make you smart, they say, which ain't know it ain't gonna happen. But it's a parody drop built on old themes. Okay, people have done this before. This is I thought it was nothing, but they apparently say this is going to give you some GPA gains. You're going to get smarter if you drink the certified smart water. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't really feeling this one. I thought Liquid Death, you could have did better. Okay, like this one has been ran through to the ground. Oh, you're gonna have smart water that's gonna make you smart. Oh my goodness, so fucking wonderful. Like, I ain't think that was cool. But nonetheless, Liquid Death has certified smarter water that supposedly when you drink it, it's going to make you smart. It's called Smarter Water. I think that's the name of it. You know what I'm saying? Blizzard Fox, what's going on? Dap me up. Good to see you. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move on. I ain't going to talk about that shit. Like, Liquid Death, go on with that. That's some bullshit. Okay, that shit was womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, bam, I'm very curious. Okay, let's see. Damn, what is this? I don't even have this in my... Oh, okay, I do. Damn, okay, I did. Oh, man, y'all got me hyped now. Okay, so McDonald's has finally announced the big arch, y'all, and it has touched down in the U.S. This is McDonald's official biggest burger. Let's give it up, man. McDonald's first official burger, y'all. That's the biggest burger they've ever had. Let's go ahead, man. I'm happy. Y'all told you I'm a damn fool for a burger. Okay, it's touchdown in the U.S., but only at the McDonald's headquarters restaurant. Okay, and y'all know where that's at. Chicago, baby. You already know, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that out at the international menu. All right, but nonetheless, overseas, it is a big hit. It is 2 quarter-pound patties, 3 slices of cheese, crispy onions, pickles, lettuce, and big arch sauce. And of course, you got that sesame seed bun, baby. So if you in Chicago, go ahead and check out that big arch burger. McDonald's, shout out to you. Like my man Blizzard Fox said, man, it is definitely the heart attack burger. You know what I mean? Dab me up. The good old heart attack burger, man. You can't go wrong with that, man. It's always delicious. Now, on to the next one. Oh, man, they ain't even got the next one, man. Come on, this is not it. Come on, director. What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Can I find the next one? Like, what are you doing, director? I told you to set this up beforehand. I wasn't going to... Oh, my goodness. Oh, apologies. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. I already know what I got. This is... Now, see, this is unprofessional. I don't... My bad. Let me just go ahead and get it, y'all. I'm not even going to get mad. I'm not even going to snap. Because usually I just snap and curse folks out. All right, here we go. I got it. I got it. Don't get mad. I got it. Don't care. I got it. There we go. Next time. All right. So now we're going to talk about a drink that I had no idea existed, but I want everybody to let me know how the hell does this exist, and I never knew about it. I never knew about this. And please, somebody tell me. I'm not even going to say nothing. Just look at the button for a second. Y'all tell me what that is, all right? Before I even say that, but now I'm going to go ahead and read. So, this is called heavy soda. Has anybody heard of heavy soda? So, it's fountain drink soda with extra syrup for maximum sweetness. And they're seeing it in a lot of Missouri gas stations, all right? And it's popping up beyond, okay? And Blizzard Fox, right, it's more syrup, okay? So, folks are divided because a lot of people said finally this is bringing a lot more flavor to drinks and it's starting to blow up. You're starting to see it all over TikTok. You're starting to see it on X. And a lot of people are talking about they want to be able to try heavy versions of a lot of these fountain drinks. You know what I mean? So I want to guess. So we got, okay, bad player, extra sugar. Yes, more syrup is correct. It is going to be extra sugar. All right, so those two things are true. So I want to ask you guys, we already know how bad soda is for us, or pop, as we like to say over here in around Chi-Town. Okay, we know how bad pop is for you. Okay, you can pour a Pepsi over a corroded battery and the acid goes away. Like, it is, and you already know it's high in sugar. It don't provide no value, you know, to you really. I mean, we know. So, if you get heavy, what does that mean? It means you're going to get more of the bad stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I want to try the shit out of this, man. I want to try heavy drinks. I want to try them all. I want to try Pepsi. I want to try Dr. Pepper. A heavy Sprite? Yo, a heavy Sprite will probably knock somebody out. Let's be honest. A heavy Sprite, somebody gonna start, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's zombies outside right now, like on heavy Sprite. Like heavy Sprite, yo, you could probably be sick from any type of illness and your stomach bubbling and you getting ready to vomit and you just drink a heavy Sprite. Instant! You're gone! A heavy Sprite could be saving the community. Yo, give me a heavy Sprite. Oh my God, my body's alive again. Like, come on. I've never had a heavy fountain drink. Anybody here had a heavy fountain drink? Oh my God, where have I been? How about, yo, Chicago, man, what y'all doing? I know we got Gary's, we get good with the popcorn, we get good with the pizza, we got the burgers, we got the chicken, we got a little bit of everything, but I haven't seen heavy pop. Soda, drink, whatever the hell. My bad. All right, bad player. You haven't seen it either. Okay, so it's not just me. Haven't seen it. All right, so I might have to travel out to, I guarantee Nelly tried it because he from St. Louis. You can find me on St. Louis rolling them dubs, smoking them dubs. He done had some heavy pop with it. Okay? I guarantee you Nelly had some heavy pop. Only once from an old-style restaurant that did the physical mixing. Okay, you got an old-style restaurant. Now, I can understand that. You go to an old-style restaurant, they're like, do you want heavy? Do you want light? Because you can get light syrup. You get light syrup. It tastes closer to a sparkling water. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, all right? So let's go ahead, man. I ain't even going to go too much longer on that. Yeah, that is, dude, I got the fucking munchies. Okay, we're right on time. We're moving through smooth, and we're soon going to be on Choose Your Fate, which is, it's Clip City on that one, man. Everybody loves to choose your fate. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. I wish why my buttons stopped working, bro? Like, look, I pressed the button. It don't even work no more. Like, what the fuck? My bad. I'm just raging right now. It's all me. Let me go ahead and fix this. I'm going to do it manually. Bye, out. We good. It ain't no reason to even care, Nick. You got it good. You right there. Okay? So, y'all, big money is in the house. We're going to talk about EA. And last time I talked about EA, a lot of people wanted to come out there and try, hey, you talking about EA didn't get the NFL license. The NFL forced the EA to take all right, I ain't got to get to technicality shit. I'm just going off the top of the dome popular poems. Okay, that's spitting. None of this is written. Doodle on my boot, that's ill. Shit, I'm kicking. Okay, like I'm just doing this. All right, and it was a little technicality, but y'all, and I actually still think EA still locked it down because EA seen the competition. So that's still correct. All right, but nonetheless, let's go on. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that commented. We got a lot of clips going on. That's a big one. But EA, everybody knows, they're the house of Madden, FC, Sims, Battlefield. I can go on and on and on and on and on to different, different franchises. But nonetheless, they have reported a $50 billion deal to go private. And the buyer is a group led by Silver Lake with Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. And yes, Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners is in the mix. So a consortium loads up to take the debt from EA, and it's going to get it off the public markets. But you wonder why EA? Because it prints predictable cash flows. Everybody know the money it's going to make. Okay? From annualized sports titles. Everybody know how much EA going to make. Everybody know how much FC going to make. Shit, everybody know Battlefield's about to make some money. It's guaranteed money. They're printing money. This investment firm, no, this is like a guaranteed win for them. Okay? What's going on, Ab? Dab me up. So, late this week, outlets have reported EA was in advanced talks on a $50 billion take, and this is a private take, and chatter included Silver Lake, PIF, which is also, for those who don't know, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, and Affinity Partners. These markets ripped more reporting. These markets have, what the hell? This is not even, again, man, this don't even make sense. My bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make sense. But nonetheless, these markets have a record large scale. Okay, a record large scale. And I'm talking about, you think of how many different firms that is together, how much like all these are big firms pulling cash together to buy EA. If it makes it private, what does that mean? Okay, so I want to go into what's really happening. So there's going to be, a lot of people talk about quarter to quarter growth. We don't care about that shit, but investors do, right? Oh, I want to make my money next quarter. Oh, God. We don't give a shit unless we got a stake in it. But a lot of times there's quarter to quarter investing. And what happens in quarter to quarter investing is that investors want to see profits quarter to quarter, which means a lot of times you get forced releases, you get deadlines, time crunches that these companies go to make. You get that a lot of times. So if it's not public, what does that mean? We might be talking. That might be a good thing. I don't know. I don't know if this is necessarily a good thing. It might be. So we'll talk more about that. But that's something that I thought of myself. Okay, just not the stress of games coming out and having to come out half done and having, because now you're not doing this. Oh, we got to report numbers to our investors publicly every freaking quarter. You don't have to do it no more. You don't even got to worry about that. Gone, right? Okay, so what it means for us is not much. Okay, we don't get cheaper games. Like, it don't really mean shit for us, but it's just going to demand more reliable cash flow from us. Like, when we get a game, we're now going to know it's probably going to be more of a solid game if it happens like this. That would be my only thought. Like, okay, it's not going to be a buggy mess. Maybe. Like, that's the only thing. Like, we don't really get much from this. It's like some big money move shit. But I do think this is big because it's EA. This is one of the biggest players in the game, period. Period. 50 billion? 50 billion? Yo, give EA their bread, man. You know what I'm saying? Give EA their bread. Okay, go ahead and, hey, y'all do what y'all do. Now you got different investment firms. Games might take longer. We might not ever see games come out. They all talking about things and we ain't gonna ever see a game come out. So do what you do. You know what I mean? But I just had to bring this up because a lot of things weren't mentioned too. Let me just say that there was no like final price mentioned up. It could go higher than 50 billion. It could go lower than 50 billion. Could go 20. Could go 100 billion. We have no idea. But right now, the fact that that number is out there, numbers get put out publicly when it comes to big money like this for specific reasons. It's even to see the public landscape, how people are going to feel about this. EA is trying to see how people's going to feel. Maybe the investment firms are. There is something when things like this with big money get put out publicly. So maybe it's to scare off others. Maybe it's to let others know they could be like, it's something there. But the talks are real and they're here. EA could be bought privately. 50 billion. All right. I think myself, I don't know. Tell me, is it a good or bad thing? I think it might wind up being a good thing. Okay. Don't know. I'm just saying. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I got a couple of papers here to talk about EA. I don't give a shit about EA that much. Okay, I'm the honest. I don't give a shit about them that much, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the real, which is none other than, y'all know what time it is. It is time for Choose Your Fate. All right, choose your fate. We all know what this is about. It's only 2 subjects or topics or whatever you want to call them that you get to pick from. And you only get to pick one. You can't pick 2. You can't side switch. Okay, that's against the rules. All right, you got to stay solid on the one that you choose. Okay? And you got to down that other one. That other one ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. Okay, I think I'm good right now with juice. I just had to charge up. I'm going to make sure I ain't die. All right. So, without further ado, I want to go ahead now. I do see Blizzard Fox is here. Blizzard Fox, are you with us?
Yes, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you good, Blizzard Fox. How are you doing?
Perfect. It's been quite a while and I'm doing all right.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Good to see you, man. I've been good. A lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? That's a lot of different things. I know my man Dr. Spencer wanted to come on towards the end. He wanted to talk
Definitely
about
a
some
lot
other
with the
things too.
lawsuits going on around in it with Nintendo too.
I know. I know. And yo, what's crazy is I don't know how the Department of Human Services ain't got a cease and desist yet. Okay. You can't be using Pokemon themed songs publicly and making memes of them. And then, Pokemon come out, the companies say, hey, we ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't no cease and desist. Now, if that was me, we already know. If I would have got thousands and retweets and all that shit, we already know what happened. They would have said, take that shit down.
If anything, I'm more curious on what happens when any of the older artwork goes to public domain.
You know what? For some reason, I have a feeling that when it gets to public domain, it's going to be like Disney. You know how Disney work is. Anybody touch anything Disney, that's like, ooh, be careful. Okay, people who worked at Disney, I heard, like, if you leave Disney, they're like, yeah, you can't even do anything. Like, damn near all your artwork is damn near Disney's. If you do it in any type of way, type of thing, like, it's, ugh. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, Blizzard Fox, let's choose your fate. I love these. We go ahead and do these all the time. Just two we pick from. We'll go ahead and switch it back and forth. But these are hot. A lot of people like, picking these, and I like to stand strong on mine. So without further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. All right, let's go ahead and take off the heavy syrup. All right, because the heavy syrup was looking damn good too, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say, was that the first one?
Yeah. Do you want heavy syrup or regular syrup? You know what I mean? Give me the heavy, goddammit. Okay. Oh, it went back up. All right, okay. So, damn, this is okay. I have no idea what these are this week. This is all random. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. I don't even know. It's no theme. Okay, so these are all irregular. So I'll go ahead and announce the question, and I'll go ahead and start, and then we'll move on to Blizzard Fight. Select your choice. So, which shooters would you rather prefer? VR shooters or arcade shooters? This hurts my heart to pick this. Hurts me dearly. It's almost like breaking a part of me. It's like taking a part of me away. But I gotta be honest, because that's what this is about. VR shooters are better. They're more realistic, more immersive. You actually get scared. You might jump into a TV. You might punch somebody. You might kick your dog. You might do a lot of things in a VR shooter, and none of those will happen on an arcade shooter. Now, I'm not going to lie. I come from the days of an arcade, so that's why I say it hurts me deeply. But I got to keep it real. Okay? Time Crisis was fire until you step on the pedal, you duck down, and you come up. Yeah, that was immersive. The gun click back. I'm not going to lie. I don't think no VR got nothing on that click back gun for Time Crisis. That was real. But I'm not going back and forth. Okay? It's all VR shooters, and that's it. Arcade shooters don't win. VR shooters. Blizzard Fox. Which one you got?
I'm just gonna put it down this way. I'd say arcade shooters. The reason why VR shooters are even popular is because something had to have started while the new one could run.
That's true.
I'm with you on the VR shooters that it cannot be beaten in terms of how immersive they are. Yeah, albeit, I've had a few Wiimote thrown at TV situations.
Hey, you ain't the only one, man. I still find myself today punching something, man, or hitting something. Do you know what I mean? Just like you start moving a little too close, and you like, boom, what the, shit. Then you take off. Oh, man, shit, let me go ahead and let me get back to the middle of the living room. What the hell am I doing?
I'm going to say that I'm with you on the VR shooters that, nothing can really beat it nowadays.
Yeah, man.
Albeit, you still cannot disrespect arcade shooters, given that they were the ones to walk so VR shooters could run.
It's true, man. That's why I said it hurts. I had to preface everything with this is going to be a little part of me, because I'm with you on that, right? Like Time Crisis, being able to push the pedal, to be able to be like, bam. And I think it was push the pedal to hide, and then you let go of the pedal to come out. I'm not sure which way it was, but it was one of them. But nonetheless, when you push it, it just gave you that feeling of you were really hiding. And even times when you play the game, you push it, sometimes you might duck down. You know what I mean? Like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's just, it did. You're right. It gave you
And always more fun, given that it usually had 2-player modes. So you
Yeah,
and your friend
I give you
just
that.
play
I
the
give you that. That was one not put in there because VR, you're gonna need two VR headsets. Okay, my man Camille. Okay, I think VR, but I never play any of them. Camille, let me tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you before we even move on to this next one. I was a person that never tried VR before, and I remember my friend telling me, he said, "Man, you never tried VR? Trust me, man. He told me all this, and you know how you feel. I'm a guy that's man. I ain't gonna say my age, but let me tell you this: I done went through everything, man. The power gloves, the run, the pad you ran on. Remember back then when we used to just use our hands. You know what I mean? I done been through all the turbo controllers, remembering your
yeah.
combos. I done been through all the body suits that, oh, I got hit. Oh, it's vibrating. You know what I mean? I done been through all that. The seat where you sit down and the speaker's supposed to make you feel like you're really in the thing. I done been through everything. And it is like when you put in VR, it makes all that seem like 5% of VR. Like it destroys a lot of stuff. And I started with a Windows mixed reality headset. Like I ain't start with nothing like a
Oh, you
Bond.
started with one of those.
Yeah, yo, when I first, because I was
Yeah,
entering the
yeah.
game. So I was like, let me enter the game and see how it is. Then I had a supercomputer, right? So it was good. Put it in. Oh man. Then from there on, it's over with. Now VR's the thing. So let's go ahead. We'll go
Okay,
ahead.
but this is another thing that I also want to point out is that,
Let's do it.
at least in terms of like how VR was, is that it was definitely not one of those things where it's like now it is, where
Yeah,
it was
true.
more of a niche thing back then.
True. It was
But
super niche. Like,
nowadays, you can go to Walmart, Target, go pick up a. Well, I really hated the new Meta headsets. I really hate that it's by Meta,
yo, them
but
headsets,
it's a
man.
very inexpensive mixed reality headset as of right now on the market.
Exactly. He right. You know what I mean? And sometimes you feel like, yo, I could just take a piece of cardboard and cut a box around my phone and put it around my eyes and do
Mm.
like this, like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like
Speaking
you can make a
of,
couple of different ways to do it,
which also
right?
reminds me, thoughts about the new Virtual Boy stuff that they're doing for Nintendo Switch.
You know what? That is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I'm not going to be
interesting,
paying
man.
$100 for it though.
Oh no, hell no, hell to the no. And that's what makes me pissed off every time. But everything in gaming is high. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
everything high right now. So I was gonna give Nintendo a new, poop shoot for that. But I think at this point, everybody raised their prices. Like Microsoft need to get
Hmm.
uppercut. You know what I mean with the prices they talking about. Steam Deck actually is damn near gonna be sold out because they dropping the prices.
Hmm.
Everybody else going up. Steam Deck said, "Nah, we got you," and everybody's like, "Oh shit!" I'm even thinking about it like, man, Steam might be the perfect time, you know. So, nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on. See what the next one is. That one's pretty interesting, though. Okay. Oh man, this is perfect for us, man. All right, now
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the question. Blizzard Fox, I'm gonna let you take this one first. But the question is, which game is more iconic to you? GoldenEye 007 or Perfect Dark?
I'm going to be frankly honest, I am way too young for this. I
Mm-hmm.
only know GoldenEye more because I'm a 007 agent fan. I grew up with the old movies. I grew up with the new movies.
Yo, I knew a couple 007 fans, man. I ain't gonna lie. They know everybody who played in every movie, like which one that switched up when they came back, right? When they I be like, damn, man. They're like, yo, those fucking movies, bro. Everyone. Like, like, all right, man. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? So, 007. I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, I definitely had played both of these. I was probably about how old was I when these released? I was a teenager. So I may have been, 12, 13, something like that. But I could tell you, GoldenEye, I believe, came out first. Perfect Dark came out after. Which game is more iconic? It's almost like this question ain't even fair. Because I feel
It
like
really isn't.
007, it's like asking which one is more iconic, Street Fighter or, Street
Tekken.
Fighter. Yeah, Tekken. There you go. Right, Street Fighter, Tekken's kind of 3D. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like Tekken's still. But you're
Still,
right.
two iconic
It was
franchises.
still no way you could have a Tekken without a Street Fighter. I do kind of feel like that. I feel like that same thing. You know what I mean? So 007 and Perfect Dark is just like, you kind of got to go with 007. And 007, I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. multiplayer, it was one of the first games that, I'm lying. Let me shut up. I had to lie. I would say one of those first multiplayer games that was an all-nighter for me was Bomberman on Super Nintendo. Okay, because you had the multi-tap. You were able to play like up to 4 players. You had 2 multi-taps. You can play up to 8 players. All right. So Bomberman, I might be showing my age, but after
Those
that,
gray hairs are really showing.
yeah, they showing, man. They showing, because I'm not going to lie. A lot of people don't even know what the hell the multi-tap is. But that was back in the day. You had the controller slots, and you had to put in something in the controller slot to give you more controller slots. And there you go. You know what I mean? It's a multi-tap. You know what I mean? You had 2 multi-taps. Now you got 8 controllers. And these games actually supported 8 players. So Bomberman was a great one, man. You could play 8 players. Shit. Nice one. But so nonetheless, GoldenEye 007, easy one. I think a golden gun, all the multiplayer matches, all-nighters, 007. Oh, there we go. All right, and let's see. So we got here Camille 007. I never played the other game. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, let me just go ahead, James Bond. But let me say this. Perfect Dark, I'm not gonna lie. For those who do not know about it, it pretty much is like GoldenEye 007 on crack. I'm be honest. Like
Pretty much.
GoldenEye 007
They're
has certain
both good
things like,
games.
yeah, you could throw a proximity mine on the wall on GoldenEye 007. But with Perfect Dark, you could throw a mini gun on the wall. You see what I mean? So now people are running by getting gunned down by walls, or you know what I mean? You could throw mines and all. It just takes everything to a new level. You got guns that can see through walls. You got Perfect Dark takes everything to that next high-tech level for it, which made it, kind of like the predecessor. I think that's the term for its predecessor before. No, so the predecessor would be GoldenEye, right? Is it before or after? Predecessor, I think I don't know. Who gives a shit? Perfect Dark is the newer game than GoldenEye. There we go. So let's move on to the next one. Oh my goodness. They playing with me, man. Whoever made this list is actually joking with me. Because they already know. Like, this is some bullshit. I'm not even going to put this. Because this shit is just dumb to me. Like, nonetheless, I'll go ahead and answer it. Neither one of these games is out. So I guess we'll just do projected games. Okay. Which is projected to be better? Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Battlefield 6. I'll go ahead and answer first. I'm not going to lie to you. This is an automatic. The fact that this was asked is disturbing. Everybody know I put up many clips talking about how great Battlefield is. I played the beta. There's more stuff. I think the trailer for the campaign came out. There's been a lot of different things. The trailer for Call of Duty got put out. It just got review bombed. It was terrible. So we got so many different things around Call of Duty being bad, Battlefield 6 being good. Okay? But I'm sorry, Call of Duty gonna be better, man. Don't you ever disrespect Call of Duty and which one projected to be better. I don't care how many Battlefields I play, man. I don't care how good your game is. Battlefield, we gonna take all that shit. Black Ops, we gonna take everything, okay? Black Ops, because I ain't gonna lie. Battlefield's great, man. I ain't gonna lie, the game's great. But I'm not gonna sit here and do that. Black Ops 7 is projected to be better. It's gonna come out. The levels is gonna be on point. The gameplay is gonna be on point. It's gonna have better guns. It's gonna have better shooting. Timing's gonna be better. Team-based gameplay is gonna be better. It's gonna have better modes. It's gonna be better every way. Battlefield 6 ain't gonna be better in no way. Okay? And yeah, I love Battlefield 6. It's a great game. Great game. And I won't be playing it when Black Ops 7 come out. Okay? Don't check and see if I'm online. Please don't. Okay? Please don't do it. Okay? But I won't be playing Battlefield 6 at all. It's Call of Duty Black Ops 7, projected to be the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. Call of Duty. Mr. Fox. It's all on you.
Be frankly honest, I could care less for either one.
I feel you. You know what I mean? If you're not a
But if I had to choose, which one would probably bring in the more money as of right now? Probably Black Ops 7.
Yeah, it's sad. It is true. It's almost like an election where people just pick the name and they don't even look at the game anymore. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh shit, I need to buy a shooter this year. Call of Duty. Oh man, I need a basketball game. Where's 2K? They don't even look at nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Oh man.
my question is when are they going to start doing VR shooters for that? Official ones.
Thank you. Why not? And you don't even have to do it where it's tied into the console versions. Make a standalone. Make VR standalone. I'm with you. Call of Duty, it can have its own multiplayer. There's already a lot of shooters out there VR, but I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna take another team. But they have the money, right? They got an avenue. It might be something there. All right, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Blizzard Fox. Hey, shout out. If y'all do that, I'll go ahead and go live and I'll promote the game. Straight on me. That's it. There we go, Call of Duty. You got one. Okay, so let's see what we got in the chat. The first Call of Duty 7 story trailer baited me before I saw it was Call of Duty at the end of the trailer. I'm not gonna lie, we good for that. we good for lying to you, man. That's what we're good for. We gonna lie to you all the way to the release, baby. You know what I'm saying? Good for that. All right, Call of Duty 7 will definitely have really bad reviews and still be the most sold game of the year, like every year. It's a fact. It's a fact. Hey, we can sell you shit, and it could be right in the case. You could just open it up, shit right there. We gonna sell the most. You know what I'm saying? We gonna sell the most. You ain't even got no disc in there. You got straight shit. We gonna sell the most, baby. Call of Duty was always better overall, but last Call of Duty I played was Call of Duty 2. Okay, Call of Duty was always better overall. See, I don't even care what else you said. You can stop right there, Camille. We can stop right there. I don't even need to read the rest of your sentence, man. Call of Duty was always better overall. Bam. End of sentence, period. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. What is the next one? Now, this one, like I said, I don't know what the hell. Oh, my goodness. We spoke this shit up.
Okay, he's been writing these.
Yeah, we spoke this up, man. And this one, that's why I said, man, you know what? I'm doing the next one. All right, director, you're done. Okay, you're done. I'm doing the next one because this is so basic, man. All right, I could have did this. You know what I'm saying? I want some spiciness, man. I want, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into it. I was about to say something a little, it's about to get me hurt. You know what I'm saying? About to get me hurt, Blizzard. If I had to shut my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say, which video game vixen would you rather? You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up. You know what I mean? Oh, Chun-Li is so, you know what I mean? Something I could get some meat off, but nonetheless. Hey, this is old, man. You know what I mean? 2001. So if you wasn't around for 2001, you don't even know, okay? And if you don't play sports, you don't even know. So, but nonetheless, I'll read the question. Blizzard Fox, he'll be on you. If you ain't got it, it's going. But which is a better football game? Madden 2001 or NFL 2K1? It's on you.
Okay, I'm just doing it just based on the two spines right now for the two consoles.
I love
PlayStation 2 versus Sega Saturn.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna have to go with Madden, given that that's pretty much the reseller every single year.
Nice. And you can't be wrong. You actually are not wrong on this one. Like, I don't even think there's really a wrong answer. You know what I mean? To be me.
Again, it's always Madden, FIFA, and NBA. That's it.
You can always go with those. So you're never wrong. Like, that's one answer you could pick. I guarantee you somebody gonna say you're right. You know what I mean? Like, hey, good answer. Now, I unfortunately was a guy that played every single sports game every year back in the day. I'm so glad I stopped it. All right, but now I got another addiction, which is fighting games and shooting games, and I do that every year. So it's even worse when you're trying to keep up with fighting games every year. Holy shit. So I should have just stuck with sports games. But I remember playing Madden 2001 and NFL 2K1. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think Madden 2001 introduced the hit stick, or it might have been 2000, but the hit stick was still around. Hit stick was that right analog stick. When you go to tackle somebody, if you flicked it, you fucked them up. I'm talking about, wow, fumble. You was like, yeah, I fucked you up. Like, it felt personal when you put the hit stick. You know what I mean? So that was a good thing Madden had, but NFL 2K1, I never forget, man. I believe this is the year they released the games for 1999. I believe this is the year where they said, you know what, Madden, y'all releasing games. I think Madden was releasing games $49.99 every year. The games was $50 back then, right? Back in 2001. Just think of that. $50, man, that was a good price. You go to the store for $100, get 2 games. Oh, lovely time, man. But nonetheless, NFL 2K said, man, we don't care what none of y'all talking about. Re-releasing every single sports title this year for $19.99. And all you seen was NFL 2K1 came out $20. NBA 2K, $20. NHL 2K, $20. What do you think everybody did? I know what I did. I got 2K1, baby. Okay. And I did have Madden too. I'm a sad guy. I had Madden too. I ain't gonna lie. But 2K1
Yep.
had to get
If I
bought.
knew the prices, I would have probably picked 2K1 as well.
Yeah, it's $20. You can get 3 sports titles for the price of 1. Like, it was amazing. I'd never seen any gaming company do this. So for me, and then also graphically, 2K1 was way better. I played 2K1 on Dreamcast. I did not play it on Sega Saturn. Even though, shout out to Sega Saturn, because that was a really underrated console.
It really
in my opinion.
was underrated.
Super
And I'm
underrated.
trying to find one.
Yeah, it is, like, by far, if you were, I talk about fighting games now. If I love fighting games now, or excuse me, then how I love them now, I would have had to have a Sega Saturn. Like, they had almost so many arcade perfect games. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna talk, but it was very underrated console. So I'm gonna just say 2K1, better graphics, it played great, and it was $20. It was no reason for me to go to Madden. Just man.
Now, the better question is Madden 07 or 06?
Woo. You know what, man? That's a toughie. Damn. I'm gonna go with 08.
Okay.
Well, just go to 08. Hey, I'm gonna just go to 08, man. I'm gonna skip 06. Yo, and every year, I ain't gonna lie, when Madden come out, if you told somebody like, yo, tell me the difference between Madden.
The players.
That's all they gonna say, bro. They gonna be like, oh, the teams, they change, like people change. There's nothing else, man. Like, all right, okay, they might move differently. Like, what do you say? Like, you know. But okay, that's what it is. So let's move on to the next one. Like, 06. Damn, I'm gonna go with 08. You know what I'm saying? That shit was the bomb. Ooh, okay.
Okay, this one I
better.
can get behind.
Thank you. Okay, this is so much better. Which is a better group game? Among Us or Fall Guys? Blizzard Fox. I'm gonna let you take this one first.
So I'm going to do it this way. Do you want to kill your friends or do you want to betray your friends?
That's a good one. Which one you want to do? So it depends on which one you want to do.
I want to kill them. I'm going with Among Us. I'm sorry. I like the little bean people.
Yeah,
That's just
man.
all the new updates that they've been doing for the new rules and stuff.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. They took Among Us to new heights like I didn't think they could. I'm gonna be honest. I would have thought Among Us would have dried out a long time ago. That's crazy. Like,
One of my favorite things is quite literally the vent inspector show becoming a actual role.
yo, that is so beautiful, man. And on top of that, VR Among Us is wonderful.
Mhm.
I gotta say, I played VR Among Us is wonderful. Like, it's no version of Among Us is bad. Like, I will agree. If I gotta say which one is better, I'm with you. To me, it's hands down Among Us, man. It's no better feeling than betraying your friends. It's no better feeling than lying to your friend's face. It's no better feeling.
It's also fun just to play detective.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's all in fun. So then you can, you find out more. Like, okay, you're lying. I'm not even gonna listen to nothing you say no more.
Now you can also pick out of the friend group which one is the real psychopath.
Yes, exactly. Because you're gonna find some people who constantly win. You're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why? What? You know what I mean? I gotta question you in real life. You know what I mean? What the hell's going on? How did you trick me 7 times in a row? You know what I mean? Are you really my friend? Like, Among Us could bring out some shit, but I played the VR, and VR, you're talking to people, so as they're seeing you, you get to see the color, you get the voice. So now, even if you don't get to see the person, you still get the feel of actually them being there. So I'm not gonna lie, VR Among Us took it to new heights for me. I had to get Among Us VR. Like, it was just the release day purchase for me. I got it and I loved it. So I gotta be with you, man. Among Us, hands down, automatic.
Personally, I haven't really done so much of Among Us VR, more so just because it's always a headache with little children screaming in the microphones all day.
Yeah, oh my
But
goodness.
even with just normal Among Us, just having a set friend group to do this is always fun. Fall Guys, yeah, it's a more casual game, but to me, that always felt like more like Mario Party. alternative.
Yeah. And I like Camille made a great point too. Fall Guys is something if you're looking to, not looking to play with friends, right?
Mhm.
That's I will agree with. To me, Fall Guys seems like something maybe one or two of you play, and you're playing against a bunch of other people, so now you're both like just trying to kick everybody else's ass or something like. To me, it's
Pretty
not
much.
like that. Among Us is I'm purposely trying to get in my friend's head and fuck with them. Like what I mean. That's why Among Us is just such a great game, man. All right,
Also,
now.
Shadow Henry Stickmin.
Oh my goodness. Yo, and like you said, the roles, man. I can't talk about the roles now. They say, oh my goodness, they just keep getting better. The maps better. Oh my goodness, it's just nothing else. Among Us, keep doing it, man. Keep doing your thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go ahead and get to. Let's see what the next one talking about. Do we got a next one? Please, come on, man. Oh hell no, you
Oh,
done, director?
seriously.
You're done. You're done, bro. I swear to God,
Didn't
you're
we
done.
just got done talking
You're
about
done.
it?
Director's done. You're done. Your job's done. Your job's done. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing them all from now on, and we just gonna go back to the old method. Okay, I'm just gonna pick regular shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What would you rather have, Thanksgiving dinner or some other shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's just gonna be what it is. Cause I used to just pick simple shit like that. It was like, oh, we don't want to just keep talking about food. We don't want to talk about nothing. Hey, okay, all right, okay. But then you get shit like this. Okay, what can I do with this? All right, this is. I'm lucky it didn't say, which game is more iconic. I might have snapped. You know what I'm saying? And which game is more iconic, Street Fighter 2 or Tekken 8? You know what I'm saying? Some shit. What the fuck you think? Street Fighter 2. It's old as shit. Of course it's iconic. Tekken 8 just came out.
Street Fighter 2, this is 6.
I know, but my point is, this is how terrible the goddamn list is. That's the type of shit I'm expecting to see. Like, it's terrible. It's okay. My bad. My bad, director, because you don't have to do this. And I do, come here to do the show, and I understand. So I don't want to make it like the work it's going. I appreciate the work. Okay? So, we just got to step it up. Which game is a better fighting game? Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8? I'll go ahead and take it. As being a fighting game savant, guru, lover, whatever other word comes with being surrounded with fighting games. I'm a guy that played everything. I played terrible fighting games. I remember Pit Fighter in the arcade. I spent a lot of money on that to beat it. Okay? And they cheat in that game, and I loved it. Okay? I loved playing games like that. So you can imagine the good fighting games. Between Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, they're both great fighting games. I'm not going to disrespect one a lot. But Tekken 8 is, of course, better, man. Like, okay? And, of course, people are going to say, Street Fighter is really like made Tekken 8, and Tekken 8 wouldn't be here. We going to hear that. I'm going to see it in the clips. I know I'm going to see it, but I'm going to just tell you this. Tekken 8 is a better fighting game than Street Fighter 6. Come at me. Okay? It's a better fighting game. That's point blank, period. I don't care how many Street Fighter 6 people gonna tell me it's a better game. And I'm gonna do you one better. Y'all can go ahead and throw stones at me at this point. Tekken 8 characters are more interesting than Street Fighter. Ooh, wait. Oh, I know that hurt. I know it hurt, but I'd rather hear about Kazuya. Okay, and I ain't gonna lie, Paul ain't all that, man. Ken and Ryu probably, you know what? But Kazuya and Heihachi, okay, got more going on to me than Ken and Ryu. Ryu ass is always training, okay? That's all he do. He training with bass, and Ken is the one living a life, right? Ken is out there living with the ladies, enjoying life. No, but Kazuya and Heihachi don't ever play. They don't got time for that shit. They are always on point. So I'm sorry. Every single character is more interesting than Street Fighter characters. Ooh, I know that's going to sting for the Street Fighter guys. I know. It is what it is. There we go. So, Blizzard Fox. I did it, man. Which one you got, man? I went through it.
Well, my first question is, which one are you more down bad for?
Oh, man. You know what, man? I'm going to be honest with you, man. Tekken 8. No. But, these two fighting games, to me, I'm gonna be honest, they both are great games,
They
man.
are
Like, what
good
am I
games,
doing?
but given that I haven't really played much of either one, I'd say that I prefer Tekken 8, given that I'm more familiar with their button mashing or
Yeah.
button mashing natural combos.
And I agree. I think Tekken 8 is more of a casual fighter than Street Fighter 6. And I don't think
Mhm.
that's I don't think that's like groundbreaking or nothing. I don't think I just say, ooh, I don't think I'm gonna get no ooh for that one. I do think Tekken 8 is more casual. I think it's a lot easier to hit left punch, right punch, than like left punch down, or low punch down, medium punch, and then Hadouken or Dragon Punch or what I mean? I think a lot of those are a
Yeah,
lot more difficult than forward and kick or forward and I just think Tekken
I
8
am
is
gonna
more.
have to agree with you in terms of like I feel like that Tekken's character seems to be more interesting in terms of like their actual backstory and stuff,
Yeah.
while Street Fighter just seems to be like champions from all around the world.
You know what? Thank you, man. Now I don't feel so bad. Okay, because that's how I feel. I do. I feel like the lore behind the Tekken characters does go deep. Even so much so, we got Jin, right? Which is Kazuya's
Mhm.
son, and we got the history of him and or Kazuya and I think it's June, right? Having Jin, and you got to see Jin grow, possess part of like you get to see this kind of chain line and the history and the story, and that's just them. Not mention King and Paul and Martial Law and Jack. Right now you're on what Jack 10, right? He's all like big blazing gun and all that, which makes sense because every year a robot gets better. Right, like I,
Mhm.
I, I just love the story behind the characters Tekken 8, and I do feel like you're
And
right.
you can't
Street
forget
Fighter
the
6.
panda.
Oh, you're right. How could I forget the panda who has trained since a baby panda? Okay, under one of the best. Okay, like we talking about a panda that can whoop many people ass. Gave Paul some trouble. Okay, gave Paul some work. Like we can get to the history, man. Like it was real work. Paul was he ain't want nothing with no panda. He ain't want nothing with Kuma. He ain't want anybody. And I ain't gonna lie, he really hated Kuma, man. He seen Kuma every year. Like him and Kuma had legendary battles. Okay,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, Paul and Kuma. But nonetheless, uh, I will say Tekken 8. But I do agree, both of these are great fighting games. I have Street Fighter 6. I played more Tekken 8, but with Street Fighter 6, they're both such great games, man. I felt like this was almost disrespectful to both. Because Street
Which
Fighter
is
6,
again, it to me it's one of those pick your poison, really.
yeah. Like Street Fighter 6 to me, I played the online mode, I played the story mode, both great. Tekken 8 online mode, great. Story mode, great. Unlocks great on both. Like it's not much. They're both great games. So this is really tough. But of course, when I clip it up, I'm gonna get flamed for going in on Street Fighter 6. So that's kind of the point. I don't mind it. Like if I pulled up some of the comments, man, oh my goodness, I get flamed. I love it. I'm like the dude, you know how you got the dude on WWE who's like Hulk Hogan? Oh shit, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, they boo, fuck you, asshole. Like I love that shit. I'm like, yeah, bad guy here. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. So, do we got any? All right, that is the end. So, that is choose your fate. So, we officially got that. Now, I know Dr. Specimen had mentioned some things he wanted to come on and discuss. Blizzard Fox, let me ask you first. Have you spoke with Dr. Specimen recently?
It's been quite a while,
Okay.
although I may have an idea of what he wanted to talk about.
Okay. That's mainly what I wanted to say. Because, we discussed it, and some of those things, sometimes they get a little hot, man. You know what I mean? You touch some things, you like, you start biting your fingers while people talking. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? One of those, I was like, man, do we need to get some more actual, you know what I mean? But without getting deep into it, Blizzard Fox, do you think that information is something that you would cover on your podcast if you were me, you were live, and they said, Blizzard Fox, it's on you. We gave you this information. Talk about it. What do you do?
Honestly, that depends on the information that I'm given. If it's something that Everybody knows, and why not talk about it? If it's something that needs to be talked about, let's talk about it.
Mm,
We're in a country that needs to have free speech.
I agree to that, man. And you see free speech, that shit gone, right? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you damn near can't say no. We've seen how many people have. Well, they always say now. You know the saying now. It's still free speech, but it doesn't come without consequences. You hear that now,
Yeah,
right? That's the same thing.
and
No free
to
speech.
me, to me, I agree. We are free to speak, but we're never free from our consequences.
Consequences,
But let us
right?
speak.
Yeah. Okay. So this information is is out there, but not out there, right? Why is it not out there like that? If it's this information, why isn't this information out there like that? Why isn't it just like everybody talking about it? What's going on?
Okay, I'll be frankly honest. I have no idea what we're talking about.
All right, good. I'm glad because that's a good thing. Okay, so nonetheless, I want to do a special episode with Dr. Specimen. Okay, I want to get Dr. Specimen on here, and we could do it at the end right now, to kind of bring him in here to discuss it. But my worries is, Brother Fox, that we might say something that might not be as public. Now, let me ask you this: what do you consider public? Do you consider anything that's put out on the internet public?
Anything that you can search by Google or the surface internet, I would say is public information.
Okay.
Anything that is considered like supposed to be private information, so like databases and all that, that I would consider not be that I would not consider public information.
Good one. So, what about, let's get deeper on that. What do you think about Facebook groups, Telegram chats, Discord? You got groups, right? Is that public information?
Depends on how it's set up. If it's a Facebook group that's visibly on there, people can actively search or just by its group name and it's open to the public, yes, that's public information. If it's something that you need to be specifically invited to, it's closed off, that's not public information.
Now, if it's not public information, and let's say something was put in a group that was damaging to an individual, would that be okay to put out, or would you be held liable for putting that out? Even though, let's just theoretically say it was in one of those Facebook groups, and a private group at that. So not public facing. So not nothing you can just search up and go to. A group you specifically have to be invited to.
Okay. That can be tricky given how laws work.
Agree. And that's exactly where I'm at. So that's kind of how I played through it in my head, right? So there is some information. And, off of here, we could definitely talk, right? Got no problem with
But
that.
I guess to me, the next better question is it more important to cover yourself or is it more important for public safety?
Oh, more important to two things: cover myself and to cover the individual. So it's a two-parter. Now, one, it's not we don't know technically. So the individual
Mhm.
may not be at any fault at all. It's a theoretical on the individual. But as far as the information that's out there is factual. It's factual. There's been people who've looked into it and have verified 120%. So, what if I say it? Does that make me liable? Part of me feels like it does. So that's why I've been weary. This kind of scenario. So that's why I asked. Now, Camille says, what was this? Public information does not have to
Mhm.
be in internet. It can also be spread other ways, like via radio, TV news, even
TV
speaking
news. And
outside
yes,
a private group of people. But notice, keyword, outside of private groups, not inside. This would be inside a private group. Now,
In terms of what I know about the law, if you are going to go about it, make sure to cover yourself in actually having the proof about it. Given that if it's not true, make sure just to say that this is just the information that I have. Otherwise, you could be taken to court for more so defamation causes.
so you're pretty much saying everything that I explained when we talked about it, me and Dr. Specimen. Exact words, damn near. Almost that I said. I said, hey, if I discuss it, it would just be something that I have to just make sure I'm not encouraging people to go look up this information and to go get this piece of information. I'm not alleging anyone did anything. I can't
Make
even
sure to
say,
tell your audience to not go after anybody
yeah,
just
exactly.
based on this information.
Based on that, I have to, and a lot of that, I almost feel like I want to have a source to have a guaranteed okay from. So then I can say, this is who I got it from. And this, I can just say source, right? But this is the information I have laid out to me from my source. I think that's a bit different, right? Because now I'm getting an okay from a source that I'm going to speak about this information. The source gave me the information, so now I can speak on it. I think that legally is different. Is it the same? Different? What do you think? So,
Again, as a pre-law student, not really. I couldn't tell you right now.
see, yeah, that's a tough one. So, what we're going to do, look, private information also can be posted via network, but it makes private when it is directed to one person. Okay? So, based on what Camille is saying, so if there's a group, give you a prime example. I'm working with Camille. Let's see if this goes through. We're gonna play through that theory. So if that's actually true, that means let's do the Facebook group, private Facebook group, but me and you are in it, and there's a lot of others. There's some information that gets put out there in the group. Me and you decide to talk about it public, Blizzard Fox, but we can't be held liable because we are in the group that was posted in. That group did not sign any NDAs. That group did say we didn't promise to keep this information private.
Pretty
We didn't,
much. And even if you did promise it, you can always go back, given that there's no formal agreement
Yeah.
written down an illegal contract.
Thank you. And I would agree to that part. Right? So which means I can speak on whatever in any of these groups because I have been promised I'm not. And it's up to the group to be responsible, not me. Okay? So that's just how I feel. All right. So, but nonetheless, we gonna break it down on another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell that specimen. We'll break it down. Because also I want to give it the proper time. You know what I mean? I want to give it the proper time too, and I want to get some more information. We say the wrong thing, and then it's like, oh, they said this, or oh, they said this, or yeah, or I gotta hurry up and drop the fucking stream or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that. I want to get all that straight. Now, DJ C Money wanted me to go ahead and put the link in the chat, man. DJ C Money, I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you, man. Don't be coming up here flossing your gold chains and all your money and all your women, okay? I'm a married man. I'm not out there flossing anymore. I'm not looking to hit the club. So you ain't gonna impress me, DJ C Money, that you live in a life that a lot of people dream of, man. You don't impress me, okay? All right, it don't make no. So DJ C Money, there go the link. Anybody else? If you got to come up, you got to say anything. The link is there. Go ahead and come up, say your piece. All right, but we're going to get ready because I could just go ahead and break it down. You know what I'm saying? Break it down. I almost want to so bad. You know what I mean? But I'm a and Blizzard Fox, I'm going to talk to you. We're going to have to talk. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to talk. I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
One, we can just talk. I can say, hey, whatever the fuck I want to you. You know what I'm saying? Can't do shit then. I'm cool with you. Hey, man, woo, man, this what happened. Oh, shit, man, that shit crazy, man. We gonna talk about that. Woo. But here right now, if I was to say it, I don't know. I just don't know. And you work hard to raise your platforms and to get all these clips out. Why just do some dumb shit? Just because, I want some, it's so juicy. I ain't that type. It ain't that juicy. I can hold off and wait. But yeah, without further ado, DJ C Money, you playing? So yeah, we gonna get ready. Again, there he out there flossing. He got too many women chains. He doing all the good stuff. You don't see? I just put the link there, DJ C Money. Are you on TikTok? What platform are you on, sir? You on Facebook? You should see that link. I got a big check mark next to Facebook. It posted. Okay, bam, there you go again. Posted to Facebook. There you go, DJ C Money. And I swear it's the same link. You can use it every week, DJ C Money. Every week, just pop in. Boop, boop. It gets you right in. You'll be surprised when you click that same link. Just save it in a notepad. And you got yourself a free trip every time to the stream. Boop, boop, boop. That's the sound you go, boop, boop. I don't know what sound. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So, DJ C Money, we're going to go ahead while we wait on you to come in. I'm going to just go ahead and say my, holla back, yo, everybody. Shout out everybody that was in the chat, man. Shout out Blizzard Fox. Appreciate you being here, man. Shout out Bad Player. Shout out Ab. Shout out Camille. Shout out Shane. Shout out who else I forgot? I don't know. I got too many people. John 5. Shout out Chelsea Sway. Shout out DJ C Money. Shout out everybody, man. DJ C Money. The link on Facebook. The link on Facebook. I put it up there. It say I got a big check right next to you to say Facebook got it. All right, see, there you go. There you go. I knew he wasn't going to take long. So, appreciate everybody being here, man. I do want to discuss that topic. I want to get Dr. Specimen here, but I do think it should be something that we should get a little more confirmation, at least go directly to the source, get the information. Feel more comfortable. You know what I mean? When I get the source, I can just say, hey, this is what it is. You know, versus like, hey, guys, this is what I seen in the group. And then people like, oh, you know, you the one that's brought this allegation forward, and it's a lie. You know, I don't know. I don't know.
Again, just do your due diligence.
That's what I agree. That's what I said, due diligence. So, Blizzard Fox, any last words you got to say?
Again, Tekken or Street Fighter. Which one you choosing?
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, Mario or Sonic, which one are you choosing? Oh, hot dog or hamburger, which one are you choosing? Hot or cold, which one are you choosing? Like, I could have made that. You know what I'm saying? Door open or closed, which one are you choosing? Lights on or off, which one are you choosing?
Okay, why does it oddly sound like every single news channel just saying its name?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. WKLE, whatever, KTIV. They be giving, they be having the wildest ones too. And I want to know, why do most of them start with W? WBLS, WTKLV, W so and so on this, KTVI.
Okay, why do they all end with either E or sound something so similar to it?
Yeah. KWV. You be like, goddamn, WVUE, KTVI. KTVI, you like, what the fuck, man? Y'all got the same name. You know what I mean? All right, man. So, without further ado, man, we're going to bring in DJ C Money. He's going to go ahead and take us out, y'all. This is the man that run the show, man. He's the man of the hour, man. You know, we can't have the show go out without DJ Money being here. So, without further ado, let's bring the man of the hour, the pimp himself, the player himself, the man of the hour with the power. He'll slap you with a hand full of flour. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, DJ C Money. DJ C Money, what's up, man?
How about the Cowboys?
Oh, man, get out of here with them Cowboys, man. Boo. I can't. I'm an Eagles fan, but I ain't going to lie, man. Them Cowboys, man. They won. I didn't watch the game. Did the Cowboys win? What was the score?
How are you, man?
Yo, the
Good,
Cowboys
how about you,
beat
DJ?
the Packers, bro?
I'm blessed.
No, hold up. It say fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. This game ain't over. They about to lose. They mess around with the Packers, man. But I'm not gonna lie. The fact that the Cowboys scored 30 points alone.
Wait a minute. Nick. Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on. Oh, Wednesday was my birthday.
When was your birthday, man?
Birthday.
When was your birthday?
Wednesday.
Oh, snap. Happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday?
I'm 32 now.
Damn, that boy, that 32. You know what that 32 is? What's that? What basketball player is 32? That's Magic Johnson or something, man. That's that Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what number he
Is
wore.
it this? Is it this? Is it
What's
this?
that? Hold up, Magic Johnson
Is
number.
it
Let me
this?
make sure I got that right. 32. Let's go, Nick. You know your sports, man. Don't let them hate on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that boy with the Cowboys fit on, man. You know I'm an Eagles fan, man. How the Eagles? Hold up. Because you know that's the game. That's the game right there. All right,
Hold
Eagles
on,
versus
hold
Bucks.
on, hold
Yeah, let's
on.
go. We won, baby. 31-25. We
I
4-0,
got
man.
some blue or white shoes to go with it too.
You a Cowboys fan, man? How long you like the Cowboys for, man?
Since Ryan Flournoy joined.
Oh, okay, man. Hey, you a Cowboys guy, man. You ain't alone, because there's a lot of Cowboy fans all over, man. I just don't understand, man. Y'all every year don't be going. Y'all don't be winning. Y'all ain't won a playoff game.
Hey,
How long?
can I show you what I got for my birthday?
Go on ahead, man. Let me see what you got, man. Is it X-rated? Is it a gun?
Boom.
Ooh, there you go. Ooh, that boy got that Jimmy Choo. That boy got that Jimmy Choo.
I got some more cologne.
Oh, what you know about that Jimmy Choo? Hey, I know about it, man. I know
It's
about
a
Jimmy,
good
man.
stuff, man.
Don't play. I know about Jimmy, man. I'm more of a, I don't like to get too fancy with mine. You fancy with it, man. I'm a simple guy, man. Give me some Polo Blue. You know what I'm saying? Hey, back in the day when I was a young cat in high school, I had Cool Water.
Oh, you know, Polo, I got
I
that
don't know
too.
about that Cool Water, that jupe. I had some crazy stuff back then. What's going on, DJ C Money?
How you
You gotta
guys
take us out
doing,
with a
though,
banger,
man?
man. Oh, you lined up too? You got a haircut? I see you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Did they spray that line? You get hit with the spray yet? They spray the line on. You know how you getting balding when you start balding, they go like that. Look, see, I ain't balding yet. I'm good. This is all, and I need a haircut. This is all extra. They usually come back. You know what I'm saying? And look, it's getting a little
Blood
light right there.
Fox.
Hold on, where's that? That's a little light right there. I need to.
Blood Fox. Are you still on?
DJ, what's up?
What's up, bro? How are you, man?
Been doing all right. Just haven't been on here for a while.
No.
Yo, DJ C Money, man.
Oh, I do have some news.
You go ahead, drop it on us, man.
Rest in peace to my cousin that passed last week or so.
Which cousin?
On my dad's side.
Cousin passed away.
Yeah, man, he was 80 something.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. 80 something is a blessed life, man. Condolences. We don't wish anybody leave.
I think it was 80.
Dude, my condolences.
Yeah, but
I
80,
think it was 80.
all right, but 80 something years old, man, is a beautiful life. There are folks out there dropping their 50, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, we seeing that left and right. Folks dropping. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
why you not going live on TikTok no more?
You said online on TikTok?
Why you not going live on
Because
TikTok?
TikTok be funny, man. TikTok don't like the live stream, but they like when I do like gaming
Shorts.
content. Yeah, you see what I mean? They want me.
I have
TikTok wants you
people-
to be engaged directly with their audience, which is something I put up a stream. I could get penalties for not like communicating directly with them or not being. It's just weird. So I can set up vertical streaming, so I can vertical stream across multiple platforms. But when I'm doing clips, baby, we need the best looking content. This shit got to be like Sports Center. You know what I'm saying?
I have people want to sponsor us.
That want to sponsor? Yo, I'm gonna be live on TikTok on Clash Royale, so we can do the Clash Royale thing. You know how I do Clash Royale, man. You know I get in there, throw the tournaments.
What's
you know how I do
that?
on TikTok.
What's
The
that?
game, the cell phone game, man. When I be whooping everybody ass in. I seen you jump in there. You came up in there. I said, DJC Money. I was playing a cell phone game, hurting people. I was putting the work in. He act like he ain't.
So
He
you're not gonna go
you was
live
there.
on.
You was there. You was.
So
No,
you
DJC Money, man. You know we got you here, man, to take us out with a banger, man. Like you take us out with a banger.
Hold on.
Now look, that music be getting me flagged. All right, now make sure you play some good music, cause if I'm gonna get hit, I gotta
I
get hit with
got
some shit.
something. I got something.
All right.
Hold your dress, buddy.
My bad. My bad.
Hold on,
I'm
man.
tripping, man. It's a lot, man. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Watch you gonna play cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see your booty hole.
Running that.
That boy gonna play that Luke. You know what
No.
I'm saying? That too short. I see you.
Yo.
Yeah. Talk to him, money. Let's go. Money here, yeah. You got money in the building, yeah. He got money everywhere, yeah. He be swagging on them every day. His name DJ C Money. Plus he got all the honey. Plus he got plenty money.
Yo.
Talk. Get him, boy.
Thank you guys for putting this right.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, they can't hear you. That music too loud. That boy jamming. They gonna tell you cut that music off in a second. You got her. Look, he telling something. I told you. Didn't I tell you? They don't say, hey, cut that shit off. Got that damn music blasting. I told you this. I ain't gonna get you in trouble, man. My fault.
Yo, we'll have to thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
Okay.
My boy Blizzard Talks.
For sure. For sure. Let's go.
I can't read this name.
Camille.
Camille. Thank you for the birthday wishing my guy.
Yeah.
Charles Way.
Yeah. You already know. My man stopped mid-breakdown and started dancing on the outro.
I need a dance floor now.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Happy B-Day, man. Bad play. It's a happy B-Day, man.
Wishing me a happy birthday. I thank every single one of you guys. Like and subscribe and subscribe. You know, I got the vibe. We're moving, cruising. You know, let's go. Peace.